EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Shamrocks of Tokyo taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now Tua. On the out route, he's got Mostert. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Shamrocks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Fields. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Jaguars at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Fields. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Achane. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, here's a give to H.M. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On first down, back to H.M. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here we go.
Second down and 4.
Hey, Ken.
Again, it's H.M. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go. Delta. Extend. Right.
They snap it to Fields. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's trying to get as much as he can. And, boy, a lot's going to depend on the spot. But they're going to give it to him. He needed 5. He didn't get much more than that. But it's enough at a first down.
Here we go. Test. Let's right. Sit high.
Up the middle, H.M. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. K3ltys, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And it's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they'll send out their punter now. Back deep to return is KJ Hamler. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go.
Now a second and 10. Now it's Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devon Achane, 61 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Fields trying to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Well, I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People are starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Short, and the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answer. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Tua now on first down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, it's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Hey, 21
Looking to pass. Tua. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Tua to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go,
well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Got an open man, it's QT. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30, will be down at the 31-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. No loss. Right.
Here's Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Achane once more. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try, and they're able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. No gain on the screen there at second down. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 43. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And quickly, they get to the line.
17 yards. 1st down,
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. And a Tokyo 1st down.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Angel. Hey, K. Up.
Now Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. Treads into the stiff arm. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
On first down, Fields steps away to his left. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Achane gets it from the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devon Achane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done when they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone? And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Jaguars 28, Shamrocks 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end Smythe. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Shamrock.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Extend.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars. First down and goal to go.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he stopped immediately there. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now here's Fields on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Justin Fields, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. There he goes, right side. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A give running right, ETN. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just lifted the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.